Hey guys, welcome to Crypto India. Thank you so much for coming back. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. So in this video today, it's a Sunday and it's 24th of September. Have a look at some Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies news from around the globe. We'll also have a look at the coinmarketcap.com, look at the pricing, everything. So just in case if you're new to this channel, go ahead and click on subscribe because this is a channel that we talk about Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, blockchain, ICOs, news developments and market sentiments around the globe. So just in case if you have questions, you have some doubts about cryptocurrencies, how to get started and what are the exchanges, you can go ahead and ask the questions in the comment box. I'll be more than glad to help you. Let's have a look at the coinmarketcap.com where we see the listings of all the cryptocurrencies right from Bitcoin, Ethereum and all the 1,000 cryptocurrencies that you have. So on coinmarketcap.com you have Bitcoin at trading about 3,700 rupees, not rupees, sorry, US dollar. You have Ethereum at 283 US dollar. You have Bitcoin Cash at 424 US dollar. You have Dash at 341. So when you deal with the rupees and not dollars every day, this is what happens. Okay, so as you guys know, the cryptocurrencies are global phenomena. So they are right now are being mostly spoken in dollars because as of now we believe that dollar is a global currency, which is actually not. uh, we have a new global currency which is called Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So, but anyway, so this is the news. The market looks pretty stable right now. Let's have a look at some news from USA. So, so in US now, it the younger Americans see Bitcoin as an investment opportunities, says as per a survey. So in America and even across the globe, I would say that it is the younger generation which is more adopting Bitcoin compared to the older generation, especially an age between about 15, 16 to about 24, 34 or maybe 40. It's simple reason because the youngsters are do believe that anything is possible, and they are internet savvy. They use internet 24/7, and a cryptocurrency is just a complement, like a complementary thing for the internet world. So it's quite obvious. And also if you go ahead and speak to somebody who is an elderly about cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, they may not believe it easily because they have seen the banking system for quite some time. And if you tell them the idea of cryptocurrency which is going to eliminate the bank literally, and then that is something that is not digestible easily, of course. But I know a lot of people who are also elderly and they still believe into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. It's all about, I think age doesn't matter. It's just all about putting your mind into something and understanding it in depth and learning about it. That's it. I don't think that the age really matters. But obviously, the younger generation will adopt Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies faster than the older generation. So that's the news coming out from America. Let's talk about the Via BTC, which is one of the Chinese exchange. So as you guys know, the China shut down all the cryptocurrency exchanges, and Via BTC was one of the top cryptocurrency exchange. What they have simply done is that they will not be doing business anymore in China. So they are supposed to close down on 30th of September. They'll be closing down, and they are moving this exchange Via BTC to out of China. So probably somewhere in Korea or maybe Japan or somewhere there. But they wouldn't be reopening the operations in China anymore. That is the news right now. But maybe once the China opens up space for cryptocurrency exchange after 30th of October or so, maybe they can reopen it after 30th of October. There's just news which is coming out because they have some elections planned in the October. So after that they may reopen the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency exchanges. I don't know whether Via BTC then again shift to China, but as of now they are moving out of China. They also said that the 1/3 of their consumer, 1/3 of their traders are from abroad. I mean, not from China. So I think that works for them. And at the same time, the Japan became the largest trading country right now. They have so Japan becomes the largest Bitcoin market as traders leave China. So it's got about 50.75% market share of the global Bitcoin exchange market as of today, which I think it did belong to China for some reasons. We have to agree on that. We have the maximum number of exchanges running in China. We have the the maximum number of mining farms running in China. So China was definitely a bigger market, but right now the trading has moved on to Japan, accumulating to 50.75 lot, like almost half of the world cryptocurrency trading is now happening in Japan. So that's another news. Of course, Japan has been very supportive in terms of legality of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. They have gone ahead and made the Bitcoin payments legal as well. A lot of big companies and retailers in Japan, they do accept Bitcoin as a regular payment method. So that's an obvious location for any company who is going to start a cryptocurrency startup or Bitcoin startup, other than the country which is where it has been banned, like China. So Japan becomes the obvious place and obvious trading country. Let's talk about some news into real estate. So the apartments in Turkey and Dubai. So this is from Turkey. Now, apartments in Turkey is available for purchase of using Bitcoin. So if you are in Turkey, you can literally buy real estate flats there using the Bitcoin. Now, this is pretty interesting because in Turkey, the banking system, they haven't even allowed the exchange from fiat to Bitcoin. This was in 2013. Uh, they said that the banks are not supporting these Bitcoin exchanges. They have been asked not to support. Unlike in India, you have supports from the bank for these cryptocurrency exchanges which are running in India right now, out about 4 to 5 exchanges. Of course, they have a support of bank, and that is why it is possible for us to convert INR into BTC and BTC to INR. However, that is not the case in Turkey. I mean, there was one exchange called BTC Turk, and which did not get a support from. So if I have to read out the news for you, it did not get the support from the banking system there. So, but still, as per this news, the real estate in Turkey are being sold for Bitcoin. So maybe it is the developer, it is the construction company who is receiving the taking the payment in Bitcoin, whether they are looking forward to exchange it in some other country's fiat, or they want to keep it as a storage value. Could be any of those things. And similarly in Dubai, in the beginning of the month, there have been about 1133 plans to sell. Okay, so Douglas Borrowman announced plans to sell 1133 apartments in Dubai for Bitcoin. So I mean, pretty strange. I mean, as even though the Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are not being legalized in most of the countries, these countries are accepting payments in Bitcoin for various commodities and various things. So that is very interesting to see and understand. That's it for now, guys. I would like to hear your thoughts and opinions on what do you think about the future of Bitcoin and how is it gonna shape up in India and rest of the countries. Would love to hear from you guys. As always, it's a pleasure to be connected with you and share this information on a daily basis. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed the button, hit the subscribe button, hit the like if you like the content, and I will see you in my next video. Have a nice Sunday.